All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. How y'all doing out there? Peace. It's your brother, L. I'm happy to be here. And let's jam into Monday. Yeah. It's a little track I put together really quickly. I'm gonna break it apart. And right now I'm going to play with some effects. This is the filter. I got the repeater right here. Right. We could jam on out with it. But now remember, we could always open up our session, right? And we could mute certain things. So let's just say we want to mute that piano and just get that bass going. That's kind of cool for the dancers because the dancers always like the drums, you know, the rhythm. So they can move and interpret things. I see bodies moving. Yeah. How y'all feel? Let's keep going into it. And bring that piano back. Here we go now. All right. Repeat a little bit. Repeat. You can repeat. Go backwards. And you perform these things, and soon you'll get into a rhythm where you just know what to do. Go. Higher, higher, backwards. Yeah. And we stop. Bring it back. I like that. Bit rate effect. Pat, pat, tick, tick, pat, tick, pat, pat, tick, 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 pat. Welcome. Yes, welcome once again. This is Brother L, and we're making some beats together. All right. So, imagine you came up with this track here. You like it, and you want to share it with somebody. I figured I should go over that. How would you do it, right? Sharing is important, right? And there's various ways we can share this particular file. I had a few students request to send me some things. So how would they do it? Let's get into it. All right, so we hit the document area. Boom. And we click. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Click and hold. Some of these clicks are funny. So you kind of got to learn them intuitively. Click, hold. Comes up. Share. Now, how we want to share this? We want to share this as a song, well, or a project. I'll tell you how to think about it. If you want someone to just listen to it and you don't want a collaborator, right? You just want someone to listen and vibe out and, you know, maybe this is the complete song that you've done. You hit song. And then you choose the quality of what you would like to share. MP3s to waves in AIFF files. Personally, if I'm just sharing for someone to listen to and get some feedback on, I think an MP3 is totally fine. And you can go from, I would never send a low quality MP3, but I would go with a high quality or highest quality MP3, right? And you could send it, probably be able to send it through email, right? You just share, and then these options come up. You see mail, and then you just, boom, and it populates in the mail, and then obviously you address it and you send it off, right? But what if you wanted to send a file to a collaborator, someone who actually is going to add a different part to your song? That's where you would hit project. Now here's the tricky part. It's not as simple as like sending something, which I thought, because I was trying to work this out with one of the students, and I realized that GarageBand is not so friendly in sending projects. You have to go into File. So what you have to do is a whole different thing. If you want to send a project, you can't do it this way. You have to click, hold, and then you have to move. And then you're moving it to the Files application in your iPad or your iPhone. I have some folders already made up, but my folder, the main folder is called Tracks, and then I got one called GarageBand. And what I want to do is copy it into that folder. Boom. Now once it's in that folder, we can go to the Files app. I got so many apps here. Files, right? And then we'll see it. There it is, tied to. So what I want to do there is click, hold, more options come up. What do I want to do? I need to compress this, right? The reason I need to compress it is that if I were to upload these files directly to a Dropbox or a Google Drive or whatever cloud service you use, somehow those files will get mangled. So I need to compress them and put them in a folder, an envelope, to deliver that package so that whoever gets it, they can open it up and all those files will be intact. Boom. So that's how you do it. So this is the folder that you'll be able to send. You know, so if you want to share that one, you share that and however you would like at that moment. But it must be, I'm sorry, the tied zip one here. It must be compressed. Got it? Yeah, cool. I know sometimes we got to go through like logistical things so that we can create, collaborate, and other things of that matter, right? So, what's on your mind today? I'll tell you what. I know you're like, what is all this stuff on your desk? I was making a collage and I just didn't move it. So I figured I'd share with you a little bit of what was going on, okay? All right. Everybody hearing me clearly? Oh, so? All right. Awesome. Yes, indeed. So, back to it. All right. So, let's get back to GarageBand. All right. Let's go into creation. I'm going to create a document. And let's start a little different. We've been starting with drums so far, right? Let's start with the Alchemy synth today, right? Now remember, the first thing I like to do, and I think it would be good for you as well, is when you start a track, go directly to the settings and start telling GarageBand how you want to operate. How do you want to operate? So let's do that. So gears, the tempo, what are we thinking? Are we thinking of something upbeat? Are we thinking of something down tempo? We can change that. We can also change the key. We can change the time signature. Today, I'm feeling like, maybe like 95. That's what I'm feeling, okay? Nah, maybe I'm feeling 80. Yeah, 80. How about that? And then I want to go into this plus area right here and change the amount of bars that we work with. Remember, I've been a real stickler on utilizing 4-bar loops. And that's just because they're easier to keep account of, right? And this is all about like being organized and finding a way to work that works for everyone and makes it easy for you to figure out what's going on and where. All right. Also, you don't have to repeat so many parts of your phrase if that's the case. So boom, now we're working with 4 bars. Got it? Cool. So, it's epic cloud formation. I want to start with some bass. Okay. So, remember I told you there's a lot of tools to create, and we're recording the phrase, right? So, within these tools to create, you have controls. And these controls are right here. You see these? You got drive, you got cutoff, you got chorus, you got resonance. Okay? All right. So cutoff is exactly that. If there were a high tone to this, it would cut the high. Right? Resonance is boosting the cutoff. Right? Chorus is kind of really fastly doubling the signal in a stereo field. So it kind of wavers throughout the frequency range in some ways. All right. And you have tools to play as well. See, you have this normal keyboard. Everyone's familiar with that. But then you have an arpeggiator. Arpeggiators are pretty cool. I really love them because they enable you to do things that sometimes are really hard to reproduce playing in a normal fashion. So let's set this up. This is pretty good. It's going to give us a note every 16th, right? So let's just play something. And it's giving us a 2-octave range. We can bring it down to 1. So we're just holding it. It's just giving us that one note. We go up to 3. Y'all hear that? Cool. Something that I don't know if you realize with GarageBand is that where you play the note matters. You hear that? It's like some modulation happens as you go up the key. So that could be good in your performance, right? So let's go. We got this octave range. Let's go with 2. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. But let's find a bass with a little bit more upper frequencies so that we can hear it. What's this sound? Ooh, that sounds like a Moog. I like that a lot. It's got a delay on it. You hear it? See, we could change that delay time. Longer, shorter. You don't hear it. It's kind of almost like a chorus. Shorter delay, not shorter delay, but I increased it, the time. That's pretty cool. Let's see how that sounds with the arpege on. Okay. Oh, I like that. Let's set our key. Go to the gears. What key should we work in today? We worked in D before, we worked in G, we worked in B. And let's work in F today. But as you notice, the keyboard didn't change. So how do we play in key? Go to scale, and then We can go major. I can take the arpege off, and remember, anything I play will always be in key. See, from tonic to tonic. Tonic just means the key that you're starting in, okay? I love modulation because that's how you get the character in the sound. Let's try some with that. Doom, doom, doom. Let's see what this sounds like with our arpege. Let's record that. 2, 3, 4. Again. Woo! You can take the metronome off if you want. We got that bass line in. Oh yeah. Let's add another track. So remember, this is the browser portion right here. And we can add another track very easily that way, or we can go right here to this plus. Either way works. So always more than one way to implement something in your design here. It's very flexible. That's what I like about this tool. I want to go to smart strings. I don't think we played around so much with some of these strings. That's interesting. I just like that sound. It's kind of an effect. Okay, let's go with that. 2 and 3 and 4, go. That's enough for me now. I gotta go to the next one. Okay, so remember what happens. Sometimes if the note isn't played exactly on the one, GarageBand won't recognize it until the second time around. I don't know why that is the case, but I guess it's giving time for the quantization to kick on in. All right, let's add some more. Remember, our virtual drummer just kicks on in, Leah. Tech house, huh? Uh-oh, a little boom bap. Let's try a little bit of trap today. Since we're all trapped in the house. No, not really. Actually, we are not trapped by any means, you know. This is also club quarantine right up in here. Let's find a different preset. Okay, so what happens when the virtual drummer just doesn't cut it for you and you want to make your own beats, right? I think it's time to do that. So we can go in the acoustic. Oops, it's not the one. Drums, acoustic drums here. And let's find some drums that we want to work with. Hard knock, what does that sound like? Go to the arrangement. Remember, we had these drums in here that we're not interested in using. So we go out here, double click, delete, to arrangement, double click, delete. Now we're back to the drum. We want to start off real simple today, right? 2 and 3 and 4. Remember, 2 fingers. When it cycles around, I'm going to hit record. It's just repeating those notes as I hold 2 fingers, and if I go further, right, there we go. Now you know me, gotta add some more drums. That's just the basis of it, right? Let's find one of my favorite things to do. Add a little percussion. Shout out to Jovia Armstrong, one of the coldest percussionists in the world. That's what's up. I like that. That's in there now. Let's find some more synths. And then we'll get to one of my favorite things, arranging. Because that's how we work our tracks. Let's find a good sound. Let's go with the no. Remember, this, everything we play is in key. If we want to play chords, chord. I'm trying to find something. Let's see what some of these synths sound like. neck chords. Okay, so now they got me thinking. Right? Let's play this and see what it sounds like. I'm gonna mute this bass. Everybody in there? Good? Cool. I'm gonna find something. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, we go. That's it. Here we go. Here we go. So we'll record it. Remember, undo is our best friend. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, we go. Again, G minor, D minor, A minor. Now watch, it'll be there when I play it again. It's a little bit annoying, but I think that it works. I guess it's saying that we need a little bit of time to catch up with you, Brother L. And then at that point, I understand, right? Okay. Arranging, editing. We started off one way, that bass is in there, and it seemed to be dominating our structure. While it was cool, I think we needed a little bit of smoother vibe, right? Person could almost drop a flow on that. But now let's turn that little effect down. And we need to find some more bass. Go to bass. All right. I like it. I like that. That's that 808 bass. Let's find some. All right. It's almost like we're about to tell a story. What's this story about? I don't know yet, but let's figure it out. All right, back again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm vibing with that. Wait a minute. Okay. Now it's time to get that arrangement together. We like that. That shouldn't have to come in all the time, but let's mute it for right now, right? What you think we should add? Let's see. Y'all with me? Okay. All right, let's see something here. I know something we could do. We can add some more synthesizer. You know me, I love synthesizers. Yes, indeed. Okay. Today's message is putting your fingers to the glass on this iPad right here. See, we want to actually utilize this as an instrument. It's not just a computer. It's more than that. It's a tool for expression. And it's right in your pocket, you know? I mean, that's pretty great. And this tactile interface just makes it all the more better because you don't need anything else to create. Just this program and obviously an Apple product, iOS, right? So let's find what's some of these rhythmatic things they got going on here. Let's see. I still desire to mess with this arpeggiator. I need to find something that works. Let's see what's going on. That's not the arpege, but it still works for me. 2. Let's put a little bit more EQ in that bass. And make those drums snap a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. We wanted to like just tickle it up in there a little bit. Go, yeah. All right. I really enjoy that. So one of the hidden secrets about GarageBand is that it actually has a full functioning sampler. So let's add a sampler, right? Okay, it's gonna say audio device connected. So I'm going to disconnect what I have here. Okay, so that I can actually utilize the microphone input from the actual iPad itself. I'm going to put something in there, but what do I want to say? Yo, yo, okay. I need something to go within that to give it that record feel, you know, because it's kind of hip-hop-ish, and hip-hop, we like to use voice stabs. Voice stabs give you the feeling that something has been chopped up from a record and not exactly how it was put together. You know what I mean? So like, let's just say you took a 4-bar phrase, and then right almost at the end of that 4-bar phrase, the singer comes in. They like, ah! That'll be in the phrase. So it'll be dum 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 dum, and we love that. That just give us that little extra tickle. All right, so let's try it again. To sample is real simple. You see my voice right here? You see these meters? It's listening. And stop. Now, in the golden days of sampling, you would have to edit a sample by listening. But for this one, you don't. I'm plugging my device back up so that you can hear a little better. Let's see here. Is it recognizing? Once it stops blinking, it's on. There we go. Boom. I can go in here and truncate. Truncate or trim is GarageBand. See? What do I want? That sounds interesting. And then I could go down, go up, or go down, go up. But you got the point. Trimming the rest of this sample. Like that. 2, 3, go. I'm not sure if it caught that last one, but let's undo and re-record, because undo is our friend. I heard it. So, interesting. It didn't record like we wanted it to, but that's okay, because that's where some of our editing comes in. Arranging, editing, editing. So, if I want to just take this piece right here, what do? I cut it. That's right. Yep, cut it. Just like PBS is cutting off that orange guy, cutting him off because he say some stuff that just don't make sense. Well, anyway, we won't get too political around here, but everybody knows the guy is nuts. Let's see here. So that's cut, and all I want to do is delete this portion and then copy that portion there, right? So I'm going to delete it, double click copy, and then I will take my cursor, timeline marker, and drop it where I want it to paste. Boom. And that should be an exact copy of what we just did. Okay? So. I like that. We got different controls and different things we can do with this sampler. You can put some echo on it. Got different kinds of echo. Also called delay. You heard it? I'm solo. You hear it now. I like it. Compress it. Right, when you compress it, the attack becomes a little more prominent. I like that. It's kind of interesting. So then we're going to go into these master effects and play with some of the delays. These are all the controls that you have at your leisure to do really interesting things. Let's see this ambient delay. What does that sound like? Okay. So that delay, look, can you tell? Y'all listening? So that delay copied, but as it copied, it rolled off some of the high signal. Listen again. So it copied, it rolled off some of the high. Can I tell you why? Well, back in the days of tape loops and analog delays, what would happen is that a tape would be set up, and every time you copied that signal for a delay, the sound degraded some because the technology at the time really wasn't so good. That's really the truth. But the aesthetic and the sound, because it didn't reproduce an exact copy as it copied along down the line for the delay, we came to like it, you know, and that's the tape delay feel. The digital delay is totally different. It's almost an exact copy of what you had in the first place, you know. All right. Just depends on what you want. Let's try this dance echo. What does dance echo sound like? That's interesting. Okay. Dark quarter note echo. Yeah, even darker. It's rolling off a lot of the high. Okay. Endless loop. What that means is that the feedback is very high. Feedback means, when it comes to delay, how much of the signal is reintroduced back. So if you have a copy, boom, right? You have a copy of the delay. So you're saying high, 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 high. That's a high feedback because it just continues to be introduced. Remember when I told you how the top end was rolled off, kind of with the analog tape style delays? That would go high, 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 high. Real simple, but these are tools that you can utilize to give your tracks mood and feel. Okay, let's select one of these delays that we want to introduce in this track. Somehow I was feeling this dance one. Let's try rock and roll. That's a slapback. Real quick delay. Brother L, how do you know the sounds of all these delays? I study these things because sound is the tool that I use to create. You know, I know the difference, you know. It's just like a seasoning, you know. I can taste turmeric. I can taste ginger. Because I'm cooking up some marvelous things over here. I can taste it. This is nothing but, you know, cumin, ginger, oregano, garlic. You put all this together, you got a fantastic meal. Boom. All right. I'm liking this 60s delay. Now we need we need another instrument. Ooh. What would this sound like? Turning it down a little bit. Okay, I'm getting beside myself. That's too much fun. Okay, let's stay on track. We're definitely putting this in there. Okay, so that's locked. Putting that in there. Bam. Let's make an arrangement. We go back to our arrange page right here. We see all of these different things. Let's hit the plus sign, and we're gonna duplicate. Duplicate this section. Boom. Right? That's the second section. Let's go to the first section. What do we want to start this track off with? All right. We want to start this track off with, I don't know. We could mute and see. I think together, the bass and the dusty record synth. You hear that crackle? That's so raw. You could just rock to that right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm deleting everything else. Double click, delete. That's muted anyway, as you can see that it's grayed out. But I'm deleting everything else. Double click, double click. Double click, double click, double click. You see what I did? I just deleted everything, and now I'm going to bring it right back in. So, all sections. So what happens? Let's play it. Come on in. I think that section needs to happen more, right? So let's go in and say, we like section B, and we think this section B should be duplicated. So let's duplicate it. Boom. Let's see if it feels right. Listen to it one more time. And I want you to think about arranging music as a conversation. Think about how, like, you talk to people, you introduce yourself, you have something on your mind that you want to speak about, and then you go into it, right? And then you discuss something. So you trade ideas back and forth. That's kind of how musicians can do things, right? You know, trading off place, part of the sonic space that you work with. Let's listen. Okay, you see this? This has to be copyright. I want to copy this. And you know what I want to do, right? I got to bring it in. I got to bring it in right here on the fourth bar to signify something's happening. So I'm going to paste. Boom. And I think I want to delete it from here. Delete. Delete. Go back in. Go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on. 1, 2. Yeah. Rock it. That's cool. Now I think we need to get into something else, right? So let's go to section C and duplicate that. Section C needs something to happen. So let's work on section C. Let's add, remember, we loving this already. I think that'll be our solo instrument. But let's find something to play. Any suggestions? Okay, let's take a moment and what I would like you to do is take a moment and add my social media at this moment in time. Let me just check the comments and see what's going on out here in the world and see what we should add. Okay. So I've been told that I'm a little low. Is that correct? Didn't know. Thank you. Let's get back into it. All right. And there was a question in the area asking about what program is this? This program is GarageBand. I thought you knew that, but that's okay. It's GarageBand. It's an Apple product. We need some more synths. All right. So I've been told I need to turn this up a little bit. Turn it up a little bit. I'm trying to feel like what we want to put in here. You hear that blues scale? Interesting. Loving it. Minor. Wooden keys. Ooh, look at this sound. That's interesting, but I don't think that's what we want. Let's find something. What's hammered wood sound like? What's that sound like together? Might have found something for the art. You don't have to stop record or stop playing to record. Oh, my collage is coming to the real life, right? All right, let's wait. Remember, positioning is everything over here. Let's find out what we want to play. Cut off, cutting off the high frequency. Distortion, we don't need too much distortion. Resonance. Remember, whatever's cut off, the resonance introduces back. You can introduce so much resonance that it becomes feedback. I'm digging that. Let's change up this, add some more. I'm digging that. Let's see. I like that. Compress a little more. It's just that little bit of undertone texture, right? All right, now let's bring our entire arrangement together. You hear that little crackle? That's in that sound. I like it. The dusty record sound. Here we go. I encourage you to jam too, right? So, let's go over what's happening here. Today, I showed you how to share. You can rewind the class and check it out. 2 different ways to share. You can share the project. You can share the project or the song. Sharing the project, you can't do it directly. You have to do it indirectly. You okay? So to share the project, you don't go here. You actually, I double clicked instead of clicked and held. You go and you say move. You move that into the file app, then you compress it, and then you send it off. And then someone could pick it up, decompress it, put it in the GarageBand, start creating and doing that all again. Okay? The assignment for the day is I need you to compose a 4 to 8 bar loop. You got that? 4 to 8 bars. I particularly say 4 bars, but it's up to you. And I want you to use at least 3 instruments within that, okay? And I want you to make 2 different loops, right? So 2 different sections of 4 bars. So like for instance, remember we got to our arrangement, we got 4 sections here, A, B, C, D. I want you to make at least 2 sections. That different things happen in combination, so you can transition from one thing to the next, as illustrated right here, right? All right. This has been GarageBand with Brother L. Actually, it's just beat making with Brother L. Let me know your thoughts, and let's go out with this again. Backwards. Sometimes we go backwards to go forward. Thank you very much. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Peace.